Hello everyone, welcome to the new session on linear programming problems. In last lecture, we did a graphical method. Today we will learn a simplex method over here. Same example we have to take as we calculated in graphical method. Same example 3x1 plus 4x2, and that is the maximization problem. x1 plus x2 is less or equal to 455. 2x1 plus x2 less or equal to 600. So what is the solution? So first, in simplex method, what we have to do, convert all the inequality constraint into the equality by using a slack variable. We can use here a slack variable. That slack variable haven't any value, so over here we have to take s1 and s2 are two slack variable, and introducing this slack variable into the inequality constraint and rewriting the objective function such that all the variables are on the left hand side of the equation. So model can be written as maximization z is equal to 3x1 plus 4x2 plus 0s1 plus 0s2. Why we have to take s1 and s2? Because we have only two equations are there. If we have more than two equations, we take accordingly to s1, s2, s3, s4, whatever. Clear? So next equation, next we have to take subject to the equation x1 plus x2. First equation we contain s1 as a component at where s2 is equal to 0, and in second equation we contain s2. So in that case s1 is equal to 0. So we can write that both the equation like as So we can write the both equation like as x1 plus x2 plus s1 plus 0s1 is equal to 450, and 2x1 plus x2 0s1 plus s2 is equal to 600 over here. So in next step, what we have to do, simple, all the four variables are non-negative variables. What we have to do in this problem, first we have to make one table in form of Cj, Cb, basic, s1 and s2 variable over here. Beta I, that is the right hand side value of the equation. We can write here the coefficient of that equation, that is x1, x2, s1 and s2. So in last equation we have a coefficient, that is in first equation 1 1 1 0, and in second equation 2 1 0 1. So we can write over here. And what is the coefficient of slack variable? That is a 0 0. What is the coefficient of objective function? That is a 3 4 0 0. So here we can write here 3 4 0 0, and beta I, that is the right hand side value of the equation 450 and 600. We can write over here. Now next step we find out the zj. So what is the zj? Zj is equal to coefficient of basic variable into the coefficient of the equation, means cb into the coefficient of x1 and x2. So for zj, we take a summation of cb into the coefficient of the respective equation over here. So for first 1 into 0 plus 2 into 0, that is a 0. Same thing over here 0, we can write here 0, and next is 0. Why 0? All the coefficient of basic functions are 0, so summation is 0. Now the cj minus zj. What is the cj minus zj? Cj minus zj, that is the value of cj, means coefficient of the objective function minus the value of zj. 3 minus 0, that is a 3. 4 minus 0, that is a 4. 0 minus 0 and 0 minus 0. The question is that at how much time we will do the same procedure or same iteration. Keep in mind one thing, as whenever we get cj minus zj is less or equal to 0, then our problem is solved for the maximization problem. For the minimization problem, the value of cj minus zj is always greater or equal to 0. If we get cj minus zj greater or equal to 0 in minimization problem, so the problem is solved. So here this is the maximization problem. So we can try to find out we can take a cj minus zj as a less or equal to 0. Here this is the greater or equal to 0, so we can do a next iteration over here. So for that, what we have to do, simple, we have to take a maximum value of cj minus zj, and that is our key column over here. So that is our key column. Now we find out the key row over here. For finding the key element, what is the key row? Key row is equal to bi minus the key column elements, that is 450 by 1, 600 by 1. We can write over here 450 and 600. So what is the key row? Here we take a maximum value for the key column, and here we can find out theta, and we can take a minimum value of the theta for the key row over here. Now we can take a key row, we can also draw one line over here. Now at intersecting point of two lines, that is known as a key element over here. So what is the next step? We have take simple entering variable over here and leaving variable. Means at point 1 or at point intersecting of key column and key row, that is the value at where we can change our variable over here. Means here s1 and here x2, we can change x2 over here, and s1 is eliminated that from that column. So what is the next step over here? So we have, for the next equation, we have divided one point from all the values for the new row over here. So this is the equation over here. This is the same table over here. This is the key element over here. What is the next step? The same we can write here. We can divide that key element from all the values. For next equation, we have right over here. We can divide all the key element, all the value of that respective row by the key elements. We can get the same value. 450 by 1, we can get 450. So question is there, what is the next value or what is the next iteration for the S2? So what is the aim? So what we have to do, we have to make a 0 below or above the key elements. So here the two values are there, so we have to make a 0 at point 2. So what is the next iteration? This is our old row, this is our new row. So for S2 we can get find out as a old row minus a new row for getting a 0. Here the 1 point is there, so simple we have to do 1 minus 1 over here. So for old minus new, this is our old value. So old value 1 minus 1 we can, so we will get a new row for the next iteration. We can write over here 4 coefficient of the x2 and coefficient of 0. So what is the next iteration? We have to take a old row as a S2. For new row we have to take that we have always a 0 value below or above the key elements or pivot number. Here we have a below, we have only one value, so simple we have to subtract from that, and we have take a new we have get a new row over here. Means 1 minus 1, that is 0. Sorry, 1 minus 1 old row of S2 minus new row. It's 1 minus 1 we can get 0 over here. 2 minus 1 we can get here 1. 0 minus 1, that is minus 1, and 1 minus 0, that is a 0 for new row. So here 2 minus 1 1, 1 minus 1 0, 0 minus 1 minus 1, and here 1 minus 0, that is 0. And here 600 minus 450 we can get a 150 as a value. So next step we can find a Cj minus Zj, simple 1 into 4, sorry. In next step we find out the Zj, 1 into 4 plus 0 into 1, that is the value 4 over here. 1 into 4, 0 into 4, that is the 4. Here 1 into 4 minus 1 into 0, we can get 4 value. Next 0 into 4, 1 into 0, that is the 0 value over here. So what is the next? Cj minus Zj. So here Cj 3 minus 4, that is minus 1. 4 minus 4, that is 0. 0 minus 4, that is minus 4. 0 minus 0, 0. Now we can get, now we will get Cj minus Zj is less or equal to 0. Means we have fulfilled the condition for the maximization problem. So this is our solution where x2 is equal to 450 and x1 is equal to 0. We cannot we didn't consider the value of s2 as is a slack variable over here. So what is the value from above iteration we can get here? X1 is equal to 0, x2 is equal to 450, and z is equal to 1800. As same answer we got in the graphical method. So this is the basic steps of simplex method. What we have to do simple in simplex method. First we have to make one table by taking a coefficient of the equations, and after that we can find out the zj, and next in cj minus zj we can find out some different value. Now we check for maximization problem, if cj minus zj is less or equal to 0, then means the problem is solved, and for maximization problem cj minus zj is greater or equal to 0 for completion of problem. So after that we have to select one maximum value from the cj minus zj for the key column, and key column, then after find out the theta, that is theta is equal to bi by the key column elements, and we can find the theta different value of the theta, and from theta we have to take a minimum value for the key row over here. Now we can draw one line at key column, and we can draw our line at key column and key row, and intersecting of the key row and key column, that is known as a pivot number or the key element over here. So what is the next iteration? What is the next next iteration? The value for the next iteration, that is for key element, we can divide that key element to all the elements of the respective row. We can find a new row for the next iteration. For next iteration, for second row, what we have to do? We have to do always 0 below or above the key elements. Means we did that iteration, we did that matrix formation, we did that such kind of the iteration in maths, in a matrix chapter. So simply we have to take equation as a old minus new for the next row. After that again we can find out zj, cj minus zj, and again check cj minus zj is less or equal to 0 or greater or equal to 0 according to the maximization minimization problem. If we get, or if we fulfill the condition, then the problem is over. So this is a simple basic step of simplex method. In next lecture we will learn a minimization problem of simplex method. Thanks.